If you haven't heard of Swamp Thing, I don't blame you. He's a DC character that began life in the 1970s. That's really all I can say about him. The most popular thing he's appeared in is, seriously, Injustice 2. We're talking that level of obscure. So what says kids' TV show like a disturbed and ostracized mutant who is entirely made of plant material? Nothing, thought the good folks at DIC Entertainment. Stop laughing. Thus, Swamp Thing released in 1990 and received a whopping 1 season of an astounding 5 episodes. Let's do this. My bar has been set so low that Snoop Dogg has declared war on it, and I'm ready to just get it over with. We begin with the worst intro song I've ever heard. Good start, great start, A+. I can't imagine why they didn't give it 10 seasons!
Swamp Thing, you are amazing.
Alright, that's all you have to suffer of it. So our epic adventure begins with some currently unknown characters trying to capture Swamp Thing. I watched the whole episode and I still don't remember their names, so they are now officially Power Armor and Top Hat McLizardface. I can't continue any further without mentioning how lazy the animation looks. None of the characters seem quite right. Top Hat walks like an action figure and Swamp Thing walks like he weighs as much as my mansion because things that don't exist don't weigh anything. Along with this goofy animation is the odd placement of the music. Seriously, in scenes that would work way better with some subtlety, the backing music from the opening kicks in. Just imagine this in other shows. Some dude who looks like Gollum driving an airboat shows up and the funniest thing in the entire episode happens.
The steering wheel. No.
Seriously, I can't not laugh whenever I see this. A boring guy shows up and says boring things, then tells Swamp Thing to go hide. Dude, come on. Blah, 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 boring, boring, boring. Arcane wants to capture Swamp Thing for some reason. He mutates Gollum, Top Hat, and Power Armor and sends them after Swamp Thing because something needed to happen for there to be an episode. Swamp Thing beats them up. Do you think I'm skipping anything? No, I'm really not. Minus some over-exaggerated ways of saying the exact same things I've just said, I've skimmed nothing. Bat Gollum tries to eat these 2 frog hunter kids. Swamp Thing beats him up. The music changes awkwardly again. Hey, if it doesn't sound fun to listen to, imagine sitting here waiting for something entertaining to happen for 20 minutes! So a snake guy wearing a top hat captures the 2 frog hunters and locks them in the attic. Arcane's daughter or aunt or sister or someone, I don't really care, who has an absolutely atrocious voice actor, saves them. She gives us exposition on the history of Swamp Thing, which is not interesting and I'm skipping it. The Froggers escape and get chased into the swamp where Swamp Thing surrenders himself to save them. Arcane tries to seal his self. It's not really important. Those stupid frog kids send frogs after him, fall through the vent because they're idiots. Yada yada, saving Swamp Thing, the worst dialogue I've ever heard. Swamp Thing farts and then beats up the bad guys again.
Mutate a mutant.
More bad quote-worthy dialogue. Then the show pretty much just ends. Right there, abruptly, just ends. Take note that it took me 5 minutes to say all of the same stuff that the episode did. That's because this show is really boring. I know it's made for kids, but I don't even think kids would find this enjoyable. As far as kids' superhero shows, Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes are all way better than this. The way I cut this may even make it seem so bad that it's good, but it really isn't. It's just 20 minutes of the viewer waiting for something to happen. Fortunately, I just watched this for free on YouTube, so I don't regret much for watching it. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.